Showtime!
Hey! Amit, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Please subscribe to sharonatsea travel. Thank you.
This time I did not cut Maxwell off short like I did the last time. I cut him in half last week. I felt terrible about it.
He was
I hope
probably
he
watching.
wasn't. You think so? He was watching. He was probably hysterically crying. Grandpa Charger didn't let me finish my sharonatsea subscribe. Oh, what's going on, everybody? Sharon, how are you? It's Monday.
It is Monday, and I feel like it's a Friday. I don't know what happened.
Why?
But I am so tired today. I'm just sleepy tired. I don't know why.
You think that maybe the Hawaii trip's finally catching up on you?
Maybe. But maybe it's because I think you messed with my sleep last night. Jamie fell asleep early and woke up at like midnight, or I don't know,
How
11
would I
or
mess
12
with your sleep?
when I was going to sleep, and I think you were watching TV really loud, and it must have messed with my sleep pattern.
Yeah, see, Marty even says, well, at least you didn't cut off Maxwell. So people remember these things. I cannot live that down. Are you kidding me? You guys are ruthless out there. What's going on? Welcome to Monday night. It's the Sharon at Sea Travel live stream every Monday. 99.9999% of Mondays. We are going to be here. There's always that 0.00001, right, Daniel Fields, where we don't make it, but it really never happens.
Only if we're traveling and we're actually in the process of traveling,
yes.
like in the air, flying or something like that.
Totally. We will do everything within our power to be here on a Monday night with you guys because we really enjoy it and we love seeing you. So thanks for being here. If it's your first time here, welcome. And say hi in the chat so everyone can say hi to you. And if you've been here 100 times or more, thanks for coming back. And if you're somewhere between 1 and 100, what's up? I'm Jamie. That's Sharon. I'm on the left. She's on the right. She's why everyone's here. I just have to turn things on and off here. Usually I screw something up anyway. But that's what we're doing here. So welcome to Monday Night Live, everybody. Lovely to see you. Sharon, there's a lot going on out there. So we jump in and say hi to a few folks and we catch back up or what? I'm hoping everyone can see us. I think you can hear us. Dawn Carell Cruz says, what's your next adventure, guys? We'll see if Sharon lets any of that cat out of the bag. She loves to spill the beans on stuff.
We have a few adventures planned.
We do have a few things lined up.
Planned or halfway planned, anyway.
Let me back up a little bit here and just jump in real quick. I'm going to go to 602 and say hi to some folks and see what everybody's doing out there. What's going on? Lady Joy, lovely to see you. Christina V is here. Jamie Wilhite. Carla McClendon's in the house. Tony Jackson. Of course, Nautical Nurse Nancy is here. Somewhere nearby is going to be Leanne Francisconi. The two amazing ladies that are the backbone of Sharon at Sea Travel. And of course, not only is Nancy the backbone of our channel, but she is the... What's the forward? There's a backbone, and then there's, what's the other bone? The opposite of the backbone of her own channel, Nautical Nurse Nancy. So make sure you check her out. Go over there and subscribe and watch her awesome, fun videos. She's amazing. We love her. We love both the ladies. We're hoping that the Francisconis are going to start their own channel. What was the name of that channel they were going to start off with? Leanne and Brian, put it in the comments. Let us know what your channel name is going to be.
Meet the Francisconis.
Meet the Francisconis. It should be out anytime. Check your local listings for a TV channel near you. Lindy Lou is here. What's going on? Blaine from Really Creative Travel. We have something special to say to Blaine. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Blaine. What's going on, Blaine? I remember when I turned 21. It was amazing. Paul Vines is here. Chris Goo. What is going on, Chris? Bon freaking sure. Chris Goo. Lovely to see you. There's Dawn Carell Cruz in the house. Amy Franzak. Amy Elke. Both Amy's are next to each other. I love when that happens. Ruth Todd. Beth Ellinger. Say hi to Doug for us as well. Who else do we have? Julie Falker is here. Kathy Dunn. Timothy Walters is in the house. What is going on, dear sir Timothy Walters? Speaking of people that have been here 100 times or more, you guys, amazing. Yeah, thank you, Timothy.
I hope everyone had a great weekend. I know we did. We had a pretty...
We did. Gina Bird's in the house. Let's see. Sue A. Sherry Gia Quinto is here. What's up? Lovely to see you. Brian Francisconi, there he is. And I see Leanne is close by. Tess Almond. Look who's here. Mr. Robbie O'Malley.
Hi, Robbie.
Good evening to you, sir. Lovely to have you here. What is up? Who else do we have? Sherry Smith is here. Anthony Simone's in the house. What's up, Anthony? Lovely to see you. Crazy Cat Travelers here in the house tonight as well. Aspen ATC. Edler Multimer is here. What's up, buddy? Alfred Inglesby. Lovely to see you. Alex Valdivia is here. Alex, great to have you. Thanks for being here. Lisa Wise. The whole slew of folks. Christy Cisneros is here. Marty's in the house. B State in 67. Good to see you, buddy. How are you guys doing over there? Scott King is here. Larry Thomas, Larry and Elaine. Hope you guys are doing great. Love that I have it. Jose Lara's in the ice cold Coronas are flowing.
Oh.
Jose, it's funny you say that because tonight I'm taking it down a notch. I'm just going with the Corona Premier. Boom, keeping it simple tonight. Sharon, what do you got going on over there?
This is kind of weird because I've never.
It is a little bit weird, so tell the folks because they want to know what's going on there because you got something cooking.
Yeah, for some reason I decided to go with a tequila sunrise, and that does not mean we're headed to Mexico anytime soon.
Coincidence.
It actually is because we had tequila and we have a ton of oranges and we have a ton of fresh squeezed orange juice in the house.
Good call.
There you go.
Good call, Sharon. I like where your head's at.
It's tasty. It's healthy. It's a healthy drink.
It is healthy. All the tequila. It's very good for you. It makes you grow and stuff like that. Dina Shania is here. What's up, Dina? Lovely to have you. Kathy Schultz is here. Pam S is in the house. What's up, Pam? Nice to see you. Dewey Ski, just Dewey it is here. What's up? Disney Matt's here. Hey, Disney Matt. TLC Travels. Hello, hello. I don't want to miss anybody, but I want to jump ahead. Jeffrey Resendez is here. Jeffrey, great to see you. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Karen Carter, I see you. Oh, wow. The Ship Show. That's so nice of you. Loving Jamie's shirt, Bagak. Yeah, I decided to mix it up a little bit and get away from the traditional snoozer of a shirt and go with something a little fresher, a little more exciting tonight. Yeah, I wanted to look my best.
It's funny, when you put that on, he actually saw a shirt in the closet that was, I mean, similar to this, but it actually said Aloha on it. He had bought like a long time ago. But we were kind of laughing. We're like, oh my gosh, why didn't you take that to Hawaii with you?
Yeah, exactly. Where were you? I thought you did all the packing. You messed up on that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know.
You missed the boat. Lisa Wise, thank you so much for the super chat.
Lisa.
Love you guys. We love you too. Thanks for being here. The Ship Show and Lisa, thank you so much for supporting the channel. We can't thank you enough for that. Our Suitcase Life Travel is in the house. See the World with Chris is here. Carolyn Paul Christian, Michael Antogiovanni, the Italian guy. Richard Norwood is here. Karen Griswold. Daka is in the house. David Wirtz here. Sharon Clarkson. Lovely to see you tonight. How are you doing? Thomas D is here. Let's see. Who else do we have? Gary Welt is in the house. Nice to see you as well, Gary. Nathan Rita, what is up? Nice to have you. Vicky Avery's here. Kevin Perez, C.A. Cruiser, Jim and Annette Tallman are in the house. All kinds of our favorite folks are all here tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. If we missed you, come back around and say hi. Sherry Springer's here, said heading to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina for a long weekend Thursday. It's not a cruise, but at least it's a beach with a tiki hut that makes Miami Vices. That is a great attitude. But you know what? If you're worried about getting on a cruise ship, it might not be too long until you can do that again. Yeah. Is that what's going on? You've seen all the chat out there. People are all going haywire all over the place because who just announced that they were doing some stuff. Can we talk a little cruising finally on this cruising live stream that we haven't been able to talk about for a while?
There is a little cruising. Yeah, there is some cruising in the near future.
What do we got cooking? Is there anything you want to jump into real quick?
Thank you, Larry. Thank you for the super chat. The Spring Sprung Saturday. Hold on. There you go. It was bumping around.
Spring
Sprung Saturday, the sun was out. Had a great large waffle ice cream cone, and with spring in the air, everyone seems happier. Yeah, man.
There's a little feeling, isn't there, Larry and Elaine? There's something good in the air. There's some excitement building.
Yeah.
Julie Amos said, "Nice shirt, Sharon. Did you get your Portuguese sausage pastries? I'm dying to know."
I did, but I did
not.
Don't
give it away.
Oh well.
They have to watch the vlog.
I didn't get it in the vlog we just put out, but I mentioned, I think in that one, that we were going back there again a couple days later. We went for breakfast again, and we got there even earlier. And yes, can you believe it? This is what's funny. We got there a little earlier, and when I walked in, I literally saw just one there. There was literally just one. And I was,
and it was yours.
And it was funny because I was standing there. We walked in the door. They only allow 4 people in at a time. So that Jamie, he stayed out and me and Matthew went in. And there were 2 people inside.
I stayed out in the car this time.
Well, and there were 2. Well, that was a whole nother issue.
Cheers, everybody.
There was a parking issue that time. Anyways, so 2 people were in there. We walk in and I see that, and in the back of my mind, I'm just sitting there thinking, "Don't you dare take that one."
Oh, there was someone ahead of you when that happened?
And I was
man.
Thinking, "Don't you dare order that."
You start throwing elbows up in that joint.
And luckily, they did not order it. They ordered just a bunch of 2 big boxes of malasadas, and and they left, and I was like,
Perfect.
So I got up there. I'm like, I want that right now.
And that was the last one they had in the house.
It was the last one.
What do they run out of like Portuguese sausage or the dough? I mean, where are you running out from?
They just
don't they have a guy on speed dial like, hey, what's up? I need another order of Portuguese sausage right away.
Maybe they don't make as many. I think most people go there for the malasadas, so they just have those continually cooking, I guess. So.
Do they have a spam? Anything with spam? Good. Thank you so much, TLC Travels, for your return to Hawaii fun when it will be sunny every day. Funny you should mention that. And thank you so much for the support. You guys are blowing us away. Jennifer Smith, love you guys. Been watching for a long time now. Jennifer, thank you so much. That is fantastic. Vonna V. Welch, what is up? Sharon sent you an email about some interesting AZ vaccine news I got today. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, we're going to probably be getting those very soon.
You think so? Is that the call? You just dropped an announcement like it was nothing that we've never even talked about before.
We've talked about it.
You just
amongst ourselves.
Well, yeah, not with these guys. You just casually said, "Hey, we'll probably be getting those soon." What? We've never discussed that here.
No.
Is it open season for vaccine talk?
Open season.
Yeah. You are always dropping bombs.
Well, we've been holding off. We just wanted to kind of see if more news came out there, maybe how long they're going to be good for, things like that. But I know that's too soon to know any of those details. But now that it's been out for a while and seen some of the reactions, not reactions, things like that, we're going to probably be getting ours.
All right, cool. Marty, thank you so much for the super chat. Marty said tequila makes her clothes fall off.
Oh my God.
That happens to a lot of people. It happens to me, as a matter of fact, on occasion, Marty. So, if you want to get that happening, you know where to get me. So Marty, thank you so much for that. Shannon Olson, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Shannon.
You guys are fantastic tonight. Thank you for the support. It's always lovely to feel the love, and we always appreciate that. So thank you guys. You guys are fantastic. What date will the Navigator be available to book leaving June 2022 from LA? Love Royal. So glad they're going to be back on the West Coast. Do you know anything about that, or is that kind of too far in the future to have info on?
I don't know yet. I don't think it's out there. It's going to be going to LA, but I don't think the dates are out yet.
Yes.
They're the end of this month. They're supposed to be up to start booking. So I probably should hear something. Maybe early next week. Have an idea of when the dates.
That's cool. If it's something you're interested in doing, make sure you send Sharon an email to sharonatsea@gmail.com. That's sharonatsea@gmail.com, and she can take care of all of your cruise booking needs. Is that a true statement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know we're hoping to get on the Navigator once it goes to LA because it's close drive for us. Crazy
Cat Traveler said, if we're looking for any good signs, Mariners baseball season starts soon with actual fans in the stadium. That is a blessing. That is fantastic news. Paul Vines, cool shirt, he said. Thank you so much. Paul, that's for me, right? I'm sure it's for me. I mean, this is my cool.
Yeah,
or is it for Sharon?
You got the cool shirt.
I do have a cool shirt on. My shirt is cooler than yours tonight. I feel pretty cool about that. Thank you for letting me be the cooler one in the room for once, Sharon. I always appreciate that. All right, so we're talking a little bit about the fact that these cruise lines, I don't know if they're getting fed up with the CDC rules or if this is just part of their process and they're finally jumping out and making some of their own decisions or whatnot. And I say these cruise lines, it's really Royal, because Royal announced that they're going to have one of their cruise ships, Adventure of the Seas.
Adventure
of the Seas is going to be, and Celebrity, which is under the Royal umbrella.
The Celebrity Millennium.
They're going to be, and so Celebrity's going to be going out of St. Martin.
Oh, yeah. St. Martin for Celebrity.
All right, cool. And Adventure of the Seas Royal is going out of Nassau. And there's a lot of talk about that. And we're keeping up with all the, our friends in the community and everything like that. And everyone is like, I'm going. I got to be on that ship. I got to go. So, Sharon, did you want to make a big announcement now as far as which one of those two ships are we going to be going
on? We're not going on either ship.
What?
No,
we're not going on either ship, Sharon.
We had thought about it quite.
Sharon
a bit.
at Sea Travel's not going on either one of those ships.
We had thought about it a lot, and if we were going to go on one, it would be Celebrity, mainly because of the itinerary. But we decided to wait. I think similar things are going to happen with other cruise lines, and we're going to hold out for another cruise line.
Well, and you also had some other plans that you literally have like confirmed here in the last couple
and
weeks.
And that's
as
it
well.
too. If we do it, we would have to do it like probably July or something, because June is kind of filled up for us. We literally just booked our flights back to Hawaii for June to go to Maui and Oahu. Although we could change those, we kind of sat down and weighed all the pros and cons of both. Should we cancel the Hawaii or move that out and do one of these sailings, or what should we do? And after we put all of kind of the pros and cons out there, we decided we wanted to stick with Hawaii. We thought that overall, for the money that we're spending on both of them, that for us as a family, we would enjoy Hawaii more. I just don't. Going on the cruise, it would be exciting. It would be a lot of fun in some ways, but I don't know that it'll be the experience that we want and that probably Matthew wants right now. So, we're going to stick with Hawaii and finish seeing Hawaii, and
Talk about dropping bombs.
And then we'll probably cruise at some point, hopefully in July,
on whatever cruise on a cruise ship somewhere. Yeah. Timothy Walters,
wherever, if we have to fly somewhere.
Timothy said, "Love the Navigator. You will not be disappointed."
Yeah,
very nice. Timothy, thank you so much for the super chat. You are amazing as always. We really, really appreciate that. So thank you for that. Let's jump in and see a couple of questions here. I saw a few. I don't want to get too far behind. Come to the south coast of Massachusetts. You can have all the linguiça rolls and malasadas you want. Never a shortage here. Barbara,
I know, Barbara. When I was a kid, I have family that, not as much family anymore, that lives in Massachusetts. And when I was a kid, I used to travel there in the summer to visit them. And all I remember is we used to eat wheat all the time. We used to drink coffee milk. And I don't remember the malasadas, though, as a kid. But I remember we used to go to the beach, drink coffee milk, and eat linguiça. Like, those are the highlights that I remember in my brain from childhood in Massachusetts.
Here's an awesome comment. Jose Lara says, I get my first dose tomorrow, so vaccine meetup soon? That's outstanding news. First off, congratulations. We hope it goes great for you. And that's always a possibility. Gary Welt was able to get a first Pfizer shot on Sunday. Shannon Olson says, any plans for a Valley get-together? It could be, but there's so much going on right now. It might be...
I think we're kind of waiting.
It might be like mid to the end summer or something like that is what I'm thinking.
I know a lot of people are getting vaccines, and I don't know what. We're trying to follow a little bit with just trying to social distance some, except for, of course, even when we travel, we somewhat social distance.
Listen.
But we're trying to we want things to get better so we can cruise again. So we're trying to do our part, I guess you might say.
Well, if waiting another 6 weeks makes it so that another dozen people will feel comfortable coming to a meetup, then we think it's well worth it to do that. So that is the opinion that I am of. I am of that opinion.
Because speaking of that, so last week was the first week that Matthew's school went back. They had a choice to go back or stay remote, and so it ended up being about half and half. So they went back to school, and literally today, I got an email. He actually decided to stay online. We went for various reasons, but we got a notice today, though. I got an email saying that they already had their first COVID case confirmed at the school from last Thursday. So 4 days back to school, and someone already tested positive. So
unbelievable.
So now I'm glad we decided that he's staying home. For
Jaden Wang has a question. When do you guys think cruising will resume in the U.S.? I have a Royal Caribbean cruise planned late July this year. I was wondering if there's still a chance. Depending on where it's going out of, Jaden, might be the key. But right now they're just dabbling with some special cruising out of Bahamas and a couple other places not U.S. related in June. Yeah. I think July is going to be tough. I just think it's going to be tough. I hate to be the bearer of the bad news, but just get Plan B cooking right away. David Green, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello, Cruise Nation. I'm driving from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Salem, Virginia, visiting my son and 3 grandkids for 2 weeks. I've been binge listening to a lot of your old vlogs, enjoying my day. David, thank you. Appreciate that.
Great that sounds like a fun trip.
Extremely nice of you, and thanks for chiming in, and thank you for the super chat. That's fantastic. A lot of people mentioning like what's going on in their community with regards to vaccines and stuff like that. That's always good stuff.
Yeah, they're starting to come
Beth
out
Ellinger
now
said 16 and older vaccines open this week in Phoenix. Wow, that's fantastic.
Oh, okay. That is great news because I was looking at that over the weekend, and they hadn't. Where I was looking, they hadn't posted that yet. We really haven't looked into it a lot because we were kind of holding off.
Yes.
But that's good to know, Beth.
Thank you, Beth, for the lowdown. Beth, can you give us a ride there too? Never mind, we'll talk about that later. Annette Thomas and Sharon, how long do I have to make a decision about my canceled cruise to Alaska?
You have until, I believe it's right. Well, they're always changing the dates, but right now it's September, I believe, on yours. But and then you just have to sail by April of 2023.
There you go. Mr. Cruise Fever 1 is here. Shawana Creative Circle. What's going on, guys? Love to see. Amy Rogers said the head of the CDC told the senator from Alaska that the cruise lines were on phase 1 of a 4-phase program. She wouldn't give any timeline as to when cruising was expected to start. Yeah, I feel like sometimes they still have a little bit of the runaround going on. And good for the cruise lines going out and just doing their own thing. So,
hey. And no one's going to, people aren't, how it is just with anything that's somewhat political. People aren't going to say anything that they're going to be held accountable for later. So
heck no. They're all tight-lipped.
That's just how it is.
Stefan or Stephen Cheryl, guess on the Panorama going in August in 2021? August out of LA could be a little tight. Yeah. But I think fall is when things could start up again, maybe. But August might be too much in the beginning of fall.
I mean, things can change just like that, either way. But right now, if I'm really trying to think realistically, I'm thinking more late summer, early fall, and that really just depends on how things go.
There you go.
If the numbers continue to keep decreasing and things like that. And
that's right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, who knows.
Andrew Cabate says, hi, what's going on, Andrew? Lovely to see you.
Hi, Andrew.
Isn't it in June when cruising starts in the Bahamas? Edler, it will start in the Bahamas. I believe that is the game plan.
Yeah, it's June 5th for Celebrity and June 12th for Royal.
Spiker's Crazy Adventures are here. What's going on, guys? Lovely to see you. How are you? St. Martin is the best at Aspen ATC. We are big fans of St. Martin.
We love St.
And we're big fans of our girl up there with the Splash in the Sun tours as well. Yeah. So we hope to get a chance to get in there. Did you have to get a COVID test coming back from Hawaii? Said Mary Klug.
No, because it's in the U.S. It's in the U.S., so you do not need one to come back.
What's the cheapest flights to Hawaii? Said Sherry Smith.
You know what? It depends on where you're flying from. It really depends on what airline and where you're flying from. They're all over the place. So I don't know. For us, we try to use our points to fly. So we use points on our flights. So I don't have the prices for what we paid. Mm-hmm. But
do points coincide a little bit with pricing, right?
You can look, but I really didn't look at the prices. But I would say, based on the points, I would say if we were paying for it, I would say maybe
today, Sharon.
I would say around 600 round trip per person or something like that. 600 to 700.
I would say.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who am I? Who am I right now?
See, this is.
I would say.
Well, this is the thing.
I might say.
Oh, stop it.
Well, if I was gonna say.
It's hard to know because we're flying there on one airlines. We're flying home on another. Like I said, we're flying with points, and we're manipulating our points to our advantage to make them take us the furthest.
Yes, and don't be afraid to check one-way flights. Don't be afraid to split up your flights between airlines. Check a one-way and another one-way, and look at a lot of different options. And sometimes you can stumble across a better deal that way. So there you go. Let's see what else. Maui is awesome. Said Pia Broderick. What's up, Pia? Yeah. Love it to see you. Back to Hawaii in June. Awesome. Nautical Nurse Nancy. Maui, do the bike ride down the mountain. The sunrise on top of the mountain's amazing. Thank you, DACA. Yeah, we have some unfinished Hawaii business, I feel like. So we got to get back there for it.
We want to see Maui, and then we're going to finish up a few things that we didn't get to do in Oahu.
There you go. I do see the ship show out there. What is up, John, my man? Love seeing you. I know we got that super chat earlier, but I want to give you a little extra special love. Alfred Inglesby got his first shot today. That's fantastic. Nice. AJ's Love for Life. Hi guys, it was 70 degrees here today. Hallelujah. Wow. Yeah, we've been cooking in the high 80s here on a regular basis.
Yeah, although it cools down pretty good at night. Here, but it's been warm.
Kevin Brubaker's in the house. What's up, Kevin? Daniel Fields and Nancy's close by, I'm sure. Love to see you guys. It's so warm in northern Illinois that Kevin Brubaker just went out for ice cream. Now that's warm. How warm is it?
Wow.
It's so warm that you can go out for ice cream. That is fantastic. I just don't want to miss any questions. My grandkids have been in person all year. They get several positives every week, said Rhonda Carney.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sure.
It's crazy. The cruise world is here. What's going on? Lovely to see you, bro. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. We got an email from school today. A positive case in our daughter's class 2, said Sharon Clarkson.
Yeah.
It's weird because you're like, on one hand, you freak out. Like, we're not freaking out because Matthew didn't go. But if you're a parent with your kid in school, you freak out for a minute. But then you're like, oh, well, I mean, it's, what are you going to do? I mean, it can just happen anywhere at any time to anybody.
They've been out pretty much all year. They went back earlier in the year for a short time, and then they had several positive cases, and they kind of shut things down again. So, like, when he went back last week when they went back, I mean, he only has 8 more weeks. Last time when they went back and had to stop again and all that, it was kind of a nightmare, and it actually was harder on the kids, I think. So since there was only 8 weeks left, I mean, we're like, you might as well just finish it out the same way you've been doing all year, because if they had to change things around, it would just be harder. And he has a lot of big tests at the end of the year, and I didn't want anything to affect those.
Yep. Chris Ehrlich said, my kids have been in school learning from August. Had a few cases in school, but it never spread around the classes. Now we have almost none in the community. That's great news. Yeah. We need more news like that to get things back to normal. That is for dang sure. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Gary Welch just moved his 7/31/21 cruise to 8/1/22. All my onboard credit transferred, and the price was $100 cheaper. That's amazing, because usually you find it's the other way around, and it's a little more expensive. Let's see. Dave and Brandy's Excursions is here. What's going on, Dave and Brandy? Lovely to see you guys. Thank you for joining us. Speaking of folks that we want to cruise with, that we've had cruises pulled out from under us.
Yeah,
that we should have been
hopefully
cruising
we'll make
with.
it on a cruise with them. So.
Oh my gosh, you are so right. Hashtag run around. John at the ship show, you're so right about that. So there's a few factors talking about these cruises that are coming up. I know you guys are probably like, Sharon and Jamie aren't going to be jumping on one of these first cruises. And there's a few things that I guess one of the things.
Well, so if I'm going to book one of these, I want to know all the facts before I book it. Before I give the cruise line any money, I want to know everything. Like Royal, they have some of their protocols in place, but then there's other things that they're saying they'll let people know, 30 days before their sail date, which are things that they don't quite have in place yet. And so that's kind of one of my issues, is I want to know.
You want to know it all up front. You don't want to plan everything and then get news later that you're not fond of, that you're not down with, that goes in against what you want to do.
Change between now and June, but if you go based on just things in place right now, there's different things in Nassau. You have to be tested to enter Nassau 5 days prior to your sailing, and then I think you have to upload it to their Bahamas travel passport visa or something, or a health visa, I think it's called.
Yes.
And there's a fee for that as well. Now, I don't know if that's something that the cruise line's gonna somehow work out and do for you or not, because a lot of people are flying in the day before and spending the night there, so they may not be able to do that.
I think it's $40 to $60, and that's a good point, because one of the things that was it Nassau, or was it St. Martin, that was the one where you had to communicate. You still had to kind of do a self, like you had
14 days.
Like if we had a 14, that was in St. Martin.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is with these places, like you're flying in, and let's say you spend a day there, and then you get on a ship, but are they still considering you there because you started there, you're traveling, you're coming back there for a day or two, or whatever the case is? There's just so many variables involved, and it gets a little bit tricky.
And St. Martin, it's I think a 48-hour from when you have to have your COVID test before flying there.
You're right. And that's tight. That's a tight window. 48 hours.
That is for some places.
Before flying there.
A lot of places you're getting your test back really quickly, but there are some places that still have issues. And with St. Martin too, you have to upload it to they have an electronic health authorization system thing that you have to upload your results to that as well. So I don't know, if the cruise line's gonna assist with any of these things for the people booked on these sailings. But once again, if people are flying it at all different times and they're going to be spending the night there, I would think that some of these are going to be the responsibility of the traveler to take care of,
It will. And there's a lot. I mean, it's enough to just juggling a cruise, especially for someone who hasn't cruised a lot, can be overwhelming and be crazy. And then having to juggle these documents and getting tests, and you're going to have to get tested prior to going there. You're going to have to show that same test to get on the cruise ship. When you come back to fly back into the U.S., you're going to need to be tested again.
Now, that's something that the cruise line may help with because you're going to be on the cruise ship. But the whole, I guess, up front going there, may have issues. Although, you know what? I mean, hey, if there's, it'll be great. If you can pull it off and get there, I think it'll be great. It's just a little bit of a hassle, I think. More hassle than we want to deal with, I think.
I agree. I totally agree. And the thing about St. Martin with the 14-day, you have to check. You have to check in for up to 14 days on a daily basis for like not a self isolation, but you're not self quarantining, but you're focusing on what you do every day, and you would get a daily email. And that daily, and that the EHOS, yes, and the daily email will ask you to fill it out and give feedback on your health each day, which includes, I believe, putting down a temperature or what your temperature is, and answering a number of other questions.
And that may be something that the cruise line's doing with the passengers on board, and then giving it to them too.
But will you be responsible to answer St. Martin's emails, or will it be you're on the cruise now, so you don't have to worry about that? But since you did land in St. Martin and you're going to be back in St. Martin and leaving from St. Martin, are you going to have to do that kind of stuff? Yeah.
So those are just a lot of questions that they haven't put out answers for yet. I think a lot of people are going to book it, and then, they'll put the answers out and give you all the requirements later.
Totally.
But I don't know. I'm just one of those people that I like to know everything before I do things.
There you go. Larry Thomas said, here in Connecticut, we've been doing a 4-day school week for months, and everything seems to be okay. That's great news.
That is great.
Penner 10 is here from Loveland, Ohio. What is going on? Gary Welch said, my gut feeling is that things will be back to normal by 2022. Be sure. Yeah. Back to normal, I think that's a good bet, whatever that normal is at that time. Michelle B said, the cruises requires the vaccines.
They do.
Yep, you are right about that. For anyone that's 18 and over?
18 and above, vaccine. But everyone is required to have a negative COVID test. Everyone under 18, from 2 to 18.
Yes.
And then above 18 as well. Adults have to have a negative COVID test as well. They don't really list it. I think they just list vaccine, but I was told they have to have a negative.
Well, and that's also something to think about, because
although they will have one anyways from flying there, but
the cruise lines leaving out of the Bahamas and leaving out of St. Martin, they can come out and say, yes, for these cruises, you are required to prove that you have had a vaccine.
Well, yeah, it is.
But if they start cruising out of the U.S., I don't know if it's as easy to make that decision, to make that call, because of like HIPAA rules and privacy and all that kind of stuff. So there could be a factor in there as well.
Yeah, we don't know yet what's going to happen with the US.
So dang confusing.
I think that's everything in the U.S. is just harder. So
yes. Tesla Mom said, I'm a planner for sure, and was just telling my daughter it's annoying you can't plan because the flights for September are not open yet on Southwest, and excursion rules for cruises are not set, and excursions aren't available set. It is difficult. It is stressful. Yeah. All-inclusive destination group trips at Jason Schumacher.
That's an option. We have been thinking about that. It's just we haven't really been able to put anything together, and now this summer's so close.
Yes.
And we're not sure what's going on this fall yet. We have between now and the end of the year. We actually have 3 cruises, actually 3 group cruises of our own between now and the end of the year. And so I don't think we want to plan any other group activity until we know what's going with those.
Yes.
Just
good
because
call. You're so wise, Sharon. You're so smart.
It's
no wonder.
Jamie is his time off work is a little limited, so we have to kind of take that into consideration. And
that is right.
What we plan and things and what days.
Marty is very upset. Marty's comment reads 243 people and only 85 likes. Come on, people. Don't forget, if you're here, if you haven't done already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, please, so that you always know when there's new stuff coming out by hitting the notification bell. So hit that bad boy and throw a little press down on that thumbs up button if you would too. That way people know that you're enjoying yourself and you're having a lovely time. Let's see what else. I got a COVID test today, said Marty. There you go. I hope that worked out well. John Spencer, what's up? I work in elementary school in Minnesota. We've been going in person most of the year. It's all good. Knock on wood.
Oh, that's awesome.
We will do that. The beach life is here. What is going on, Hanny? Lovely to have you here. Let's see. Oh yeah, those guys. Yep, there's some other folks heading to Hawaii as well. When are they going? Are we going the same time they are? We're gonna run into Hanny from the Beach Life in Hawaii by chance? Kind of like we ran into Todd walking down the street.
Are they going to? Oh, they're going to Maui, I think. Maui? Yeah, Maui.
Very nice. Maui. Very nice. Marty, come cruise with me in Mobile. We can visit the USS Alabama and the USS Drum Submarine. Great education from Matthew. Marty, that's fantastic. Yeah. One of the reasons why we want to get back to Oahu is we have some unfinished business at Pearl Harbor to see a few things that we weren't able to see on our first go-around.
We saw 2 of the 4 attractions there, so we want to go back and see the other 2.
You are so right. Sharon, are we also announcing something else? In the not-too-distant future tonight, we'll be announcing the next 3 names to be involved in the end of the month. Hold on, let me put this up for you guys. This will tell you what it is. It's going to be this. That's right, everybody. The hashtag No Zoom call is still going strong. We're a couple weeks into it. We have had a couple of great experiences so far with that. It's been fantastic. And Sharon, what are you doing?
I got something on my lip.
No, you thought that the video wasn't on, and you're buttering up your lips over there, weren't you?
No, my lips are all dry because I'm sunburned from.
Busted. Here, do you need to do that again? I'll put this back up. There you go. Now you can go ahead and touch up whatever you need to. Go ahead. I'm scratching myself right now. I'm doing a jig. Nobody can see me. Let me sit down. Okay, I'm back in my chair right in time.
No, my lips are really dry from getting sunburned in Hawaii. We actually did get sunburned on this part of us, and that's it.
Why don't you put some of that on my lips, and then you can kiss me, and then that'll help you keep your lips open. What were you talking about? I just lost track of everything, Sharon. Thanks to you. The hashtag No Zoom call for the end of the month. Shortly, in the next 15 minutes or so, we'll be announcing the names for that. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss that if you were one of the names that were chosen. Yeah. So that's going to be fantastic as well. Let's get back up to the chat and see if we missed anything else.
This Saturday, coming up this Saturday.
That is this Saturday. That's right. Ooh,
I don't know. Well, we have the time change.
We have a time change now.
Well, not here, but everywhere else. So.
We will let you know. I'm thinking it'll be like
6 hours.
Maybe it'll be like 5 o'clock our time and 8 o'clock Eastern. John, if you're out there, let me know in the chat if 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, if that works for you. And we'll go and we'll stick with that. I think John's out there. We got to see if he's paying attention. There was an article about the health visa that Royal is going to give $50 per person credit to compensate for us. I think Matt posted that. That'd be very cool, B-Staten, if it did. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, that would.
Texas Pepito, what is up, brother? Lovely to see you. And I just jumped off of your comment. I'm so sorry. Hold on. The chat jumped. Do you think cruise ships will give more amenities like a drink package, Wi-Fi, etc., to compete with land all-inclusives?
I don't think so.
I don't think they'll give them.
I know Celebrity has there on some of their sailings. They have options for that. I think you pay a little bit more. There's a couple different options you can choose right now, but I don't think so. I don't think they really would have to. You know, people are still gonna. If there's a cruise out there, the ship's gonna fill up. People are gonna sail.
AJ's Life for Love said, "Yeah, giving $4,000 plus for a cruise where they can change all the terms and conditions doesn't fly with me. I'm totally on board with convenient testing, but no mandatory vaccine. I will wait."
That's the only another problem is we don't know how much it's gonna cost yet, but. You gotta believe that it's gonna be, it's gonna be summer rates. I mean, it's in the June, July are the high season for cruise rates. It's summertime, and so I'm sure they're gonna be.
Pam Humperdzumian says, "Are you still gonna show negative tests if you've been vaccinated?"
Yes.
You should, right? You should, because you won't have an act. That's what Pam's asking in general. I think
on the Royal and Celebrity cruises.
No, are you still going to show a negative test if you've been vaccinated? I think meaning if you've been vaccinated, in theory, sometimes they're putting a little bit of the virus into you. Will you still show a negative test?
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought she was referring to.
Or maybe I'm reading that wrong. Pam, you could clear me up. No. So either way,
if you're vaccinated, you should not come up positive.
And if you've been vaccinated, you do need to show a negative test, even if you have been vaccinated. To answer that question, we'll answer both questions, and whichever way it falls, you've got your answer. How's that? Would you go to the Bahamas or St. Martin to get on a cruise, Edler? I think we'd prefer St. Martin if we did it.
I mean, we would. It's just I don't think we're going to jump on these first ones in June.
Yes. Nancy says you definitely have to have all your ducks in a row before you take one of those new cruises for sure. for sure. And some people we've talked to have said they're definitely going, but we will leave it for them to make those announcements. But I can tell you that if you need someone to book you on one of those new cruises, she's right next to me, right here. I think you can do all that stuff, right? You can handle that? Boom. Okay, so all they need to do is reach out now, and if you know that they want to book, they can give you all their information, and then when it comes available, you can do everything you can to get in there, but those
they're going to go
tickets,
fast,
those
probably.
bookings are going to go very quickly.
At least the first couple sailings, I think, are going to go pretty quickly. So,
Lady Joy said, I get a daily check-in every day after my first shot to say how I feel.
Oh, that is
By the
nice.
way, Lady Joy, how's that?
Yeah.
How's that arm doing? Are you feeling better? We sure hope you
I
are.
hope it's healing.
Our Suitcase Life Travel was supposed to do a honeymoon cruise May 2020 and been rebooking since. Holding out for our December 2021 cruise, but starting to wonder if we should do something else for the honeymoon. Well, why don't you just pretend you've been honeymooning this entire time? I mean, really, what's the purpose of the honeymoon, huh? Hello. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm sure you've been doing that the whole time, so you've really been honeymooning anyway. So there you have it. Thank you for that. Thought I could break away from the traditional
I know, that's
chaos.
Disappointing, your honeymoon to be postponed.
Tesla Mon's talking about doing a little camping, maybe some tent camping,
Ooh,
stuff like that.
Speaking of camping.
We do have some camping lined up. When are we camping again?
We are going camping, not this weekend coming up, but the following weekend, Easter weekend, we are going camping.
Yes, and we didn't,
Glamping,
and we
camping,
haven't even put out anything from our last camping trip. So we might just combine all the camping. I don't know what's going to happen.
We will. We just, we want to put our Hawaii stuff out first, and then we'll put the camping up.
Speaking of the Hawaii stuff, it's been so, I don't know what it is. I feel like back in the day, we could go on a trip and come back and boom, be putting stuff out quickly. But I'm slowing down. Or life is busier or something like that going on.
It's just been busy. You've been back to work. We've had issues. We had our garbage disposal broke over
that shot an evening
at
for
the end
sure.
of last
For sure.
week. So one day you had to fix that. You've been looking at other little toys to buy.
I have been a little preoccupied with something else that we have in the works. You're right about that.
So yeah,
keep that on the down low.
But we'll have a couple more Hawaii videos out this week. I think Wednesday and maybe Friday, and then we're gonna probably have another one over the weekend.
That is right.
They're gonna start rolling out.
So far, we have our first one when we arrived. We have Leonard's Bakery, which was freaking fantastic, and maybe not our first trip, or maybe not our last trip, I should say. But the next one, I think we're going to be doing a little island touring and have some good shots of that. Then right after that, we have our day in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, so we're hoping to get
Then
Pearl
after that,
Harbor
we're going to have
weekend.
our day at the climbing that insane mountain. What was that thing called again? Diamond Head Crater. We spent the day doing that. That was brutal. We spent a lot of time in the rain, so we're going to have a lot of rain footage to share with you as well.
So but we're trying to break it up more so that we can get them out quicker and they're not as long to watch.
That's right.
So it's easier to watch.
What's up? The Hangman is here. I agree. I like to get all my ducks in a row. Nothing worse than flying in that day to only be denied boarding. You are so right about that. You are so right. In our school district, said Dina Shania, the kids go virtual after each break. So after spring break, they go virtual just in case the families travel out of state. That's a smart thing.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Well, that's another thing we thought of when Matthew went back to school. It was right after, right when we came back from Hawaii, basically. So we kind of took that into consideration too, with him going back, and we're just getting back from traveling. So we thought, probably the smart thing just to finish out.
Joe McMullen, so true. Hopefully the COVID cases will be so low soon they can drop the requirements. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I hope so.
We will see. I don't know what else they can do. Once everyone who wants to get vaccinated is vaccinated, once numbers go down to a point, once they have many more ways to treat people who are sick, so they're minimizing the mortality rate of it. They're minimizing the folks that are in the hospitals. They're maximizing recovery. I think come on. Come on, people. Freaking loosen it up and let's do this. Sorry about that. I just got carried away. I apologize. I say get the Cheers package and kill off any virus. Yeah, that's no problem. Booze will kill the virus. That's how I've stayed virus free this entire pandemic. Thank you so much. Let me jump ahead and catch up a little bit. Yes, people go on a cruise to get a break from hassle, not to embrace it. You're right. AJ's love for life. You are so right. There's been rumor of a vaccine passport. I hope we do have an easy way to travel to Texas, Pepito.
Yeah, there has been a lot of that going around, and who knows when that'll happen. There's a lot of talk, but you know how it is. There's always a lot of talk, and sometimes it takes forever for things to get.
You're right about that.
There.
Kevin Perez, that background, I believe, is from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. As a matter of fact, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Florida started vaccines for 50 plus, got ours today, so traveling on.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, if Florida's just doing 50 plus, that'll take about 6 months. A lot of people. Right? See what I did there? Senior citizen humor? No, nothing. Right. The Beach Life, they're going to Maui from 4:23 to 5:1.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. All right, well, we're going to miss you there, Hani. We're going to miss you there, but hey, we'll catch you the next time around.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do we do? I have a brother in Alabama, so I have a place to stay. Oh, Gary Welt's got family in Alabama. He's ready to do some Mobile, Alabama cruising. Yes, the great hashtag no Zoom call, said Lady Joy. Lady Joy was on. She was a pleasure to talk to on the hashtag. That was the same day she broke her arm, and she still showed up with the no Zoom call. I mean, that's freaking dedication. We're due to cruise Pride of America in July. What do you think of our chances?
This July?
Yeah, this July. Out of where? Out of Hawaii?
Hawaii.
In Hawaii? Well, I'll tell you what. Hopefully, Mike. Hopefully, they get some paint on that bad boy. They spruce her up a little bit, and they get the lights turned on again. Because when we saw her in Hawaii, she was looking a bit rough. And on the side of the ship is lit up. And I mentioned this last week, I think, where it said Pride of America. A couple light bulbs were out, so it said like Rod O. Mara or something. It was a little bit crazy. Yeah. It was a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll get her all fixed up before they start sailing.
Nancy's worried about where my hands are. Nancy, my hands are they're here. They're good. We're fine. We're okay.
What?
But they could be right here.
I don't know. Not my knee.
Making Sharon chuckle. Nancy is so naughty sometimes, isn't she? She really is. I'm halfway vaccinated, said Rhonda Carney. If I have to be tested to cruise, I won't do it. I've been avoiding the test like the plague because I don't want to be one of those tests.
One of those.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Rhonda, we were a little worried too when we went to get our tests for Hawaii, and we're sitting there in the drive-thru, and we're all getting ready to get tested. And I think Sharon will agree. We were kind of like, man, I hope like I'm not that one odd asymptomatic test right now. I hope I wasn't just freakishly exposed. You never know what's going to happen. So
I know. When we opened the emails, we were just like, you opened yours first, so you're like, yours was negative.
I was in bed already.
And then
I yelled to you that my email
then
came.
I opened mine, it was negative. And then we started thinking, oh my gosh, I hope Matthew's negative.
Yeah, you never know. It could be the kid that could screw it all up. But the fact that we got him so fast was fantastic too. Not camping, I call it glamping, said Lindy Lou. You're right.
Yeah.
Toys and awkwardness, Nancy?
Yes, we will be kind of glamping because we're going to be in we'll have the camper and everything. We're not tent camping.
Yes. Tesla Mon said, yes, Jamie, you're circling 50. Things slow down. Today I downloaded 2018 Cayman pictures from my GoPro. LOL. I'm not circling. I am all the way on top and over that 50 mountain, young lady there. So just know that. Daniel Fields, he said, shh. She said toys and shh. I mean, what does that bring to mind, really? Come on, you guys. Stop it. You're trying to take this show right to the gutter. Daniel Fields, Awkwardness, Nancy, behave yourselves out there. Kudos to Jamie for climbing Diamond Head. Not sure I could have done that. Tess, thank you so much. I mean, if you're not particularly active, and I have not been active at all, besides just going to work and coming home every day.
It was hard,
this pandemic. It was brutal.
With the pandemic, yeah. I think that made it harder.
Yes. Kevin Perez said, I can't believe that y'all got the donuts warm. That's a sign of a good bakery. Dude, they only have a few things in the case. They literally cook every one of them to order. It's amazing. Now,
I will say the little Portuguese sausage wraps and I got this kind of cinnamon roll thing and some other things that were already in the case made. Those were not warm. They weren't cold or anything, but they weren't warm. They're just kind of room temperature. But the malasadas, they like hand you the other things in one box, and then the malasadas come from the back where they're making them, and they're in a separate box, and you can just feel the whole box is warm. Yeah, you open it up, and it is like they're freshly made, warm, right out of the oven or whatever they come out of.
There you go.
And yeah.
Blues and Apers said, I'm late to the stream. Are you going on the RCL Bahamas cruise? No. Okay, so we announced it earlier. We are not going on either one, the Bahamas or the St. Martin cruising with RCL. You know what I mean? With RCL or Celebrity, I should say. Thank you so much, Handy from the Beach Life. Do you like the Chargers off-season moves? I love they're replacing the Swiss cheese old line we had. Also happy about Jared Cook. # bolt up. Thank you, Hani. And yes, now we will hold back our NFL talk for a little later into the offseason. But I will say this: I'm loving everything I'm seeing out of my beloved LA Chargers this offseason. Thank you so much for bringing it up. It's beautiful of you, man. Beautiful. Let's see. What else do we have? Nancy says we love Cozumel. I keep seeing where I feel like I wonder if Leanne fell asleep. Oh, there we go. She's replying to Texas Pepito.
Oh my God.
We gotta watch her. Sometimes she takes a nap.
Oh my God.
She gets a little nap in. Depends how many cocktails she had at happy hour. # America's Travel Agent. Thank you, Ship Show. We appreciate you saying that. She certainly is.
Tessamon says,
it's actually North America's Travel Agent, but we're not going to hold,
Tessamon says 100,000 plus people cruised to Europe and recently, the recent months, and only 10 cases. Yeah, I read that. Only 10 cases. That is really, really good.
That's pretty good stuff. Steve Morales is here. What is going on, Steve? Love to see you and Ruth Todd out there as well. Great to have you guys. As long as you don't, Jim Golden said, as long as you don't share any live bidet footage. Did someone say Florida? 59 days and I'll be in the Panama City Beach. Yes, Tess, that'll be lovely. I'm in Florida 26 years, so going to be a while before I get it, said Kevin Perez. Yeah, you got a ways to wait, dude. You definitely have a ways to wait. Let me jump ahead a little bit here in the chat. I don't want to get too far behind, but actually we're not too far behind. Yeah. We are anxious to go somewhere, Beth Ellinger said, just not sure where. We have airfare to use before the end of the year. I don't know, Beth. Listen, you contact us and we'll give you some ideas of where to go. And maybe you can go to the same places we're going. And we'll hang out. Like Jerry Seinfeld once said, if you're in your 60s and you're not in Florida, they come and get you. Something about it being a law. You're so right about that. You are so right, Aspen. Margie Butcher's here. What's up? My cruise to Mexico and Hawaii in January 2022 got canceled. But I signed up for one in February at great cost.
Yeah.
What's the count on the vlogger cruise for 2023, Sharon? Do you have any of that information?
I don't. I only have, I don't even know how many I have booked. I know I have maybe like 130-ish cabins or so.
Wow, but, 130 cabins?
Something like that. I really don't know. I haven't counted them in quite a while, and I don't have a clue how many are completely booked between all of us, but there's a lot. It's gonna be a big cruise.
It's funny, that's one of those things where when it all comes to fruition and you announce it, boom, it blows up. I mean, it's insane. Everyone everywhere is talking about it. It's such a big deal, and we're so honored and excited to be a part of the deal. But then it kind of calms down, and now it's just going to be very calm. A little, it's like a boop.
Yeah, there might be a boop soon. A boop soon.
You get a little, like a couple people book here and there. Then some information will come out. Then some more info will start to come out. Then things will start to happen. Then all of a sudden you're like a year out, and then a little bit of excitement starts to generate again. And then more things are happening. And then more names say that they're going to go, and people start chatting about it. And then it's all a topic of conversation. And then boom, you're on the Lido deck partying with everybody that you've been wanting to meet. And then there's no time for anything. It's insane. It's crazy. And then all of a sudden you're getting off the ship and you're like, what just happened? I don't remember it. It was all just a fog, and that's how it is. And then you go watch the vlogs, and you go, oh, my God, I can't believe they got a shot of me doing that at the bar. And then you're embarrassed, and that's what happens. Yeah. That's exactly what happens. Let's see. What else? I looked this morning. MSC still had cruises for sale from Miami in May 2021. Said the Hangman. Well, man, if you can get on there, good luck to you. If you can get on there, good luck to you. Let me catch up a little bit. I don't want to miss any questions. If we missed your question, guys, please feel free to come back around again with it. Sharon, what time is it? Is it, oh my gosh, we're already been here an hour chatting up a storm. Is it time to announce the names?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready to announce the names? Hold on. Let me see. Let me look at the first name. You have it written down here. Let's see. This person, oh boy, the name of this person is, they're here. They're in the chat right now. The first name on that list. Are you ready to announce it? You want a drum roll or anything like that?
Is this one right here?
So if you don't know already what we're announcing, guys, I'll go over it really quick. Again, let me show this to you. Sharon, don't do anything weird when I put this picture up. Okay, there you go. The hashtag No Zoom Call. We're going to do once a month at the end of the month on a Saturday night. We team up with John from the Ship Show. One day we'll get York in there, but the schedule hasn't blended together yet. And we get together with 3 people from our channel, 3 people that the Ship Show chooses from their channel. and most of the time there are people who watch both regardless. And we get together and we just do a Zoom call. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time with it. And so far, the couple times we've done it has been fantastic. We've met super, super cool people, chatted with them, learned a little bit more about them. They get to ask us some questions and stuff like that. So it's been a fantastic experience overall so far. All right, so Sharon, you've got a couple names here. What is the first name? Let's get to the bottom of the chat here. Again, if we miss a big question, come back around and ask it. We're here for a while longer, so don't you worry about that. Lady Joy, good night. Lady Joy's leaving. She knows her name's not gonna get called again.
Oh my gosh. Good night, Lady Joy.
John Spencer, yes. Bloody Marys and Dirty Dirty Martinis in March 2022 on the Carnival Horizon. That sounds fantastic. Let's see. What? Okay, I'm all the way at the bottom. Daniel Field says, "I'm here. Call my name." What did Lindy Lou say? That Nancy said that's one way not to be in the hashtag no Zoom call. What can I win? I want a puppy. No, there's no puppies, AJ. Love for life. That's not happening. Lindy Lou said, I know I won't be picked. I didn't enter. Oh, Lindy Lou.
Lindy Lou, you need to go enter.
You got to enter. Come on now.
Go enter on the ship show because they're not going to choose their people till Wednesday, so you still have time.
There's still time. There is still time. All right, Sharon, go ahead and throw the name out there. The first name who has been asked to join us this Saturday for the hashtag no Zoom call is
Chris Goo.
Chris Goo. Chris Goo, are you out there, Chris? No, that's not a Ford Ranger route, Todd. I'm sorry. No, there's no strawberry jam. I said Margie Butcher. Her Suitcase Life Travel said, say my name, say my name. But Chris Goo, Tess Almon's trying to bribe you with fresh strawberries, by the way. Chris, are you out there? I don't think Chris has done it before with us. I think this will be his first time. Let's see if he's there. Way to go, Chris. Congrats, Chris. Woohoo for Chris. He hasn't responded yet. Maybe he was so excited he fell off his chair. Or maybe he's in the bathroom and he missed the whole thing. Congrats, Chris. Way to go, Chris. Everyone's saying something except Chris. Oh, there he is. Chris said, woohoo. Prepare your French. We will bring some French. I'll be saying a lot of like bon freaking jour and some fun stuff like that. So he'll teach you in French. That'll be fantastic.
I haven't spoken French since high school, so.
Really?
Not really.
But you know a little French, don't you?
Oh my gosh.
All right, so Chris, there you go. And whoever's name gets called, what do they have to do? Are you emailing them, or they're going to message you on Facebook, or how does that work?
Well, we will message you on Facebook and send you the link in the afternoon, Saturday in the afternoon.
There you go.
Join the Zoom call.
Tess Almond is making comments in French. I think it's saying, Sharon and Jamie didn't pick me, those jerks. I think that's what it says. Tess Almond is coming. Nautical Nurse Nancy said, Jamie likes some Frenching. Nancy, you're so naughty. The only French I know are fries, the Texas Pepito. I didn't enter because I should just be invited because I'm me, said Jose Lara. You're not wrong about that, Jose. You should be invited because you're you. And you will be one day. I'm sure it'll happen. But is today the day? What's the next name, Sharon? Give us the next name.
The next name is, well, they entered with two names, but they're married, so it's okay. Jim and Annette Tallman.
The Tallmans. What's going on, Jim and Annette Tallman? Welcome to the hashtag No Zoom world. Thank you. The ship show said well said, but I don't know what was said that was well said, so we'll see how that goes. Kim Perez said those fries of the French variety are great. I have to give my thoughts to someone else who will be traveling for spring break. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jim and Annette Tallman. They have to give their spot up, but that's okay because there's what's the term for the person? There's what is the term I'm looking for?
Let's do this.
An alternate. There's an alternate name, and we do have an alternate name in case that happens.
I'll make a note, and next month, Annette, you will be added automatically to the call, and we'll just pick 2 winners next month.
Tess, just because your name rhymes with the other person's name that can't go doesn't mean you get brought in. She's pointing out that Tallman and Almond almost sound the same. She's so sneaky. She is so sneaky. All right, so Jim and Annette this month they're out. They're going to be in for next month. So, Sharon, what is the next name? Hold on. Let's see if the person's here first. Hang on. Oh, I see somebody that's here.
All right. The next one is Nina Crennan.
Nina Crennan, come on down. You're the next contestant for the hashtag no Zoom call. Steve, no, that was not a White Claw, but it was a Corona Premier. I'm taking it down a notch. So there you go. What do you got there? Yeah, sure. I think that's the one. Let's see. Daniel, we're VIP. We should be on those Zoom calls as extra regulars along with the winners. You guys are right.
Everyone should get a turn. We're going to try to continue to do this.
Listen, I'm not trying to burst any bubbles for let's say for Daniel Fields. We've literally vacationed for a week with Daniel Fields. So when it comes time to choose somebody for the hashtag no Zoom, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that we want to meet and interact with, and we've already had the pleasure of meeting Daniel. So the harsh reality is, you might not be in the first round or twice. Twice, two, three times. How many times?
2.
Cabo hung out with them all week.
Well, they came here to.
They came here for the get together.
Yeah, 3 times.
And then we saw them in Vegas. I mean, for crying out loud, those guys are great friends already. Our Suitcase Life Travel said, how do we enter again? I don't have Facebook. Okay, the first thing you do is you get Facebook. Because that's where you have to enter. I'm so sorry. The Beach Life says I drink Corona Premiers as well for the low carbs. Well, Hana, you're watching your figure, aren't you?
There's Nina.
Daniel Fields said no Zoom. Oh, Daniel Fields. Come on, buddy.
Nice.
You're so beyond the Zoom anyway. You're beyond Zoom. All right, so far we've got Chris Gu is in the mix. We've got Nina Crennan in the mix. Is there one more name out there? Is there one more name?
There is. Oh,
I think but pull. Sharon,
right.
you got it. Name. You're in charge of the announcing.
Oh, okay. I was going to.
You're in charge of the announcing.
Okay.
All right. So the final name, the third name is
Carla McClendon.
Carla McClendon, you are in the house. There you have it. So I think, and Carla, I saw her out there like moments ago in the chat, so I know she's here. Stephen Hayes said, it's been a while. I've had some health issues, but getting better. Stephen, we hope you're getting better. It's great to have you here, and thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate that. Dylan Seaman's in the house. What is up? Congrats, Carla McClendon. There you have it. Woohoo, Carla McClendon. Hello, Deb Moser. And Carla said, awesome. Okay, so all you guys can make it.
Okay.
So what you need to do is
Well, I will send you a Facebook message sometime between now and Saturday morning. Just kind of letting you letting you know that I don't know, just to initiate things, okay? And
holy crap, Sharon! Holy man! All right, I'm sorry.
I'm tired.
Okay,
so, and then
we will be reaching out to you to let you know how things are going to work.
And I will send you a link.
Yes, and then we'll send you a Zoom link. But a few things to make sure of. If you're in the hashtag no Zoom call, if you can use headphones, that's always a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure that you have whatever it is. If you're using a phone, make sure that it's horizontal and not vertical. And otherwise, everything else is easy money.
Yeah.
And someone said stop. Because I was going,
Yeah, but we'll send you, actually, Jamie may say, one of us will, but Jamie may send you the link because he usually sets up the Zoom.
Yes.
So he might send you the link.
I send you a link.
Messenger.
John actually sets it. Usually he does it because he's got the.
Well, I meant like you said.
That kind of stuff.
Though, for
Tammy Middleton is here. What's going on? She's Tammy said I'm late to the party. That's okay.
Hi, Tammy.
You're never too late. Truth and Messiah is here. What's up? I was on the last cruise with you guys on the 6-day cut short panorama. What's going on? Nice to see you. We're going to Cancun in a few months. That sounds fantastic.
Nice. Cancun's
that sounds fantastic.
A lot of fun.
Hold on, Sharon. I'm getting a little. I'm a little excited now after the no Zoom call. I feel like I need to calm down. I feel like I need. You know what I need? I'm a little wound up right now. I need 45 seconds of Zen.
Oh my gosh. asleep already?
Calm down. Everything's cool. I had 45 seconds of Zen. I feel great inside and out. How do you feel? Fantastic?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right. So anyway, guys, it's been an amazing
my
evening
gosh.
hanging out. I get so excited announcing those hashtag no Zoom winners because we just love that hashtag no Zoom call. It's fantastic. And so that's it. I hope you enjoyed your 45 seconds of Zen, everyone. Just a little something special I wanted to give you. Yes, you need to inhale and then exhale through the buttocks. Thank you, Hani from the Beach Life. I'm going to try that later. Sharon usually yells at me when I exhale from my buttocks. We'll see how that plays out. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tip. Annette Thomas said no Zoom for me. Annette, you'll be there next week. You've got a pass to the next time.
But next month you're in for sure, Annette.
That's right.
Enjoy your week away.
Chris Gu liked the time lapse. Deb Moser said just love that harbor view. That was the best view of a sunset, and it wasn't good at all. But it was the best sunset view we had the entire 5 days out there in Hawaii. And you saw those clouds were brutal coming in, and later on that evening it was pouring rain.
Yeah.
That's right, Aspen. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
But I want that same view. When we go back, we are going to stay at the same place when we're in Oahu because we really, really loved the Prince Waikiki.
Steve Morales took that opportunity to have a bong hit.
And I want that same room.
Congratulations. You want that same room again?
Yeah, and we're going to get it too.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. That'll be very exciting. Do you know the dates yet for this trip?
I do.
Are we pre-announcing this trip? Just in case anyone wants to stop by and see us and catch up to us in Maui or Hawaii?
We're leaving June 16th, and we are coming home on the 25th.
Boom! There you go.
And we will be midway through there. We'll be flying over from Maui to Oahu.
That is correct.
And we did it that way because currently, now this can change between now and then, but currently you can fly from Maui to Oahu without retesting.
Yes.
If we decided to visit Oahu first and then fly over to Maui, we would have to get another COVID test in Oahu to get to Maui.
Yes.
So this way, we only need to take one test prior to going.
Listen, here's the one thing
and
I
it's
can
like
tell
that with all the islands. If you're going to multiple islands, always make Oahu your last stop. Or if you're going to 2 islands, I should say, because the other islands, if you go the opposite way, you'll have to retest.
What's up, magnificent Germany with Darian? Lovely to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. We always appreciate our folks from Germany chiming in and saying hi. Ein Bier bitte, frisch vom Fass, ein kleiner Chocolate, mit dreimal. I don't know. I'm sorry, I got lost there.
Oh.
Ein kleiner Tutu mit zweimal Chocolate. That's what I want to say.
I
Thank you so much.
something up there, but the chat moved. I didn't.
Hold on, I have to make an announcement that as soon as you told us we were going back to the same hotel, I already called and I made a date. I have a date with someone. I have a hot date.
Fishing?
No, I have a hot date with the bidet that was in our room.
Oh my god!
I'm looking forward to seeing that bidet again. You know what I'm talking about. Unbelievable. Yes, Tess, I did say chocolate. Thank you. Shannon also wants to do a group cruise. Well, hey, listen, then contact Sharon and tell her when you want to go, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we have.
It's not that difficult. We got group cruises lined up here.
We have 3 this year. We have 1, 2. We have 3 in 2022 and 1 in 2023. That's currently.
There you go. Hot Dolly said, "Hi, I'm a crew member. Do you think cruises will be canceled again?"
Oh.
You probably have a little more insight than we do, Hot Dollies. But we appreciate you being here, and I don't think they'll be canceled again. But there may be a hint more postponement till they start up again. Jamie and the bidet kissing. Jamie and the bidet kissing in a tree. If you go to Maui, you have to eat at Mama's Fish House. Oh, I hope so.
Okay.
Wow. I hope to eat.
That.
Listen, I hope to eat at Mama's Fish House. I don't know what just happened, but I think you guys know what just happened. Lindy Lou wants a bidet. Yes, you do want a bidet. I don't know if you guys enjoyed my little bidet video from last week. It was kind of hysterical. I loved it. It was a fantastic video. Did you guys see the bidet video? You saw the bidet video last week, right? I mean, you had to have seen it. I mean, if you didn't see it, I would show you again. But I think everyone here has seen it, so we could probably just go forward with, with something else, another hot topic or something like that. Because I'm sure everyone has seen the bidet video. Did you enjoy the bidet video?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much.
Field says he's on the October 2021 group cruise, October 24th.
What's that?
He's
talking about he's telling Shannon Olsen when the group cruises are.
I was like, okay.
Thank you, Daniel Fields, for throwing that information out there. Daniel Fields said, if you eat at Mama's Fish House, make sure you get a to-go box. I will. Visit Fleetwood's on Front Street for the sunset ceremony and rooftop dinner in Lahaina on Maui. Very nice, Mary Ellen Dillon. That bidet had all the special features. It sure did. I saw it, I laughed, I cried. Oh wait, that was just the water from the bidet. I'm new. Where do you find your group cruise info? So Tammy Middleton. Tell her.
If you go to sharonatsea.com, there's at the top there's says group cruises, and you can click on that and it'll have a list of all of them.
There you have it. And when's the next one coming up? The
next one is September 3rd on the Mardi Gras.
Boom.
That's we were booked on May, which
that
got
is a
canceled.
plan B from the May that got canceled.
Yeah, so you can still book that. The next one is October 24th on Norwegian Breakaway, going to Bermuda from New York City, and the last one this year is the New Year's Eve cruise on the Carnival Radiance out of Long Beach, a 4-day out of Long Beach.
Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing.
That's gonna be just a fun party. New Year's Eve celebration together.
Is there anyone in the chat right now that's already booked on the New Year's Eve cruise? Can you confirm anyone's booking? I know you have a lot in your head, and if you can't, believe me, it only means that you just have so much going on. You're such a busy person.
Are you not talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, well.
Or you know what? Let's do this. If you are currently in the chat, because
I only see a few names right now.
She needs to know. She needs to know what's going on and who's going to be where. So. If you're in the chat and you're booked and going on a group cruise coming up with us, let us know right now. Tell us which cruise you're on, and let everybody know.
Now we're our Bermuda cruise in October, and also next March we have one on the Carnival Vista for the Celebration cruise. Both of those we're teamed up with the Ship Show on, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Both those cruises are going to be just tons and tons of fun.
Tessa, I need to recheck the group cruise list on the website. I need to book a 2022. March. Nina said March 2022. October only for me, but so ready to Crazy Cat Traveler. You betcha. Alaska, your friends from Nebraska in the house. What is up, Mike Koosgaard? Celebration for me. October 24th for Kathy Zoda. Vonna V. Welch is on the Celebration. CA Cruisers on the Radiance. Tammy Middleton says, I love that 4-day cruise from Long Beach. We're planning on 1 November. Maybe we can do New Year's Eve too. That'd be awesome. Steve Morales is simply saying, Rue Todd? He just wants to get one booked. March 22 for Beth Ellinger. BJFB, what is up? Late as usual, but the vivid image of Sharon and Jamie's shirt really livens up our life.
Aw, that's nice.
We appreciate that. Let me see. How's my shirt look? Shirt is looking good. I popped.
What you do? Oh, I thought you popped a button off at first.
I'm popping the collar a little bit. I'm going to see how that makes me feel. I feel like I'm back in the 80s when I popped the collar. Okay. Very nice. You look great today. Yeah, you really do look great today. This background is really doing something good.
Maybe because it's blue and we kind of have blue on. I don't know.
Uh-oh, I just had my first beer burp. I'm so sorry about that. Sharon gets mad at me for that. Gary West is on the Radiance. Kevin Perez on the Vlogger Extravaganza. Deborah, 1999, booked on March 2022. Daniel Fields has multiple bookings. Nina said New Year's Eve sound fun. Annette Tallman said, found my first cruise tags when going through some boxes this weekend. Stayed in a Boom Boom Room, R120 on the Mardi Gras, the original Mardi Gras. That is fantastic. Wow. The Boom Boom Room. I'm on the Marxist Gras in September if my New Year Australia does not happen. I want to go on your New Year's cruise. Yeah, Dewey, you need to. If your New Year's doesn't happen, then let us know. Dylan Stevens said, very preppy look for me. Can you all find a roommate for a single person on the group cruise? Just Jim Golden. All right, Jim, I'm going to give you the straight out honest truth on that. And Sharon, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I don't.
Or Sharon's going to tell you before I do. So go ahead.
I don't know. Well, I don't put people together or anything, but you're certainly welcome to in the Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew Facebook group to just put it out there saying, hey, I'm interested in this cruise. Is there anyone that wants to share a room? I mean, you can put it out there, and if someone responds to you, but I I don't set people up together because you know, what if it doesn't work out? I don't want that responsibility.
No, you're right about that. You don't. And there's a 50% chance it'll be a great experience, and a 50% chance you'll hate your roommate and you'll be miserable the whole time.
And to, you know, hopefully none of these will get canceled, but sometimes it's a little bit of a pain if the cruise gets canceled and you're not family members, you know, you're two people that don't know each other when splitting up, you know, how the funds get moved around and things.
Tess Almond referring to herself in the third person, saying, Tess is on the Mardi Gras September 4, ready to chill with Jamie at the Alchemy. Let's do a bar crawl. Oh, it's going to happen. The ship show said, let's see it again. What do you want to see again? The collar pop? Let me know. I'm not sure what you're asking for. Robbie O'Malley said, I love New Year's Eve at sea. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Robbie spent the last 10 New Year's Eves at sea, so he would know.
This will be our first New Year's Eve cruise, and we've always wanted to do one, and it just kind of, all of a sudden, we just decided to do it, and I'm really excited for that.
I'm excited for it too. I think it'll be a great experience, and
it's got to happen. It's the end of the year.
And you can definitely have a few drinks and not get yelled at too. So there you go.
You don't have to drive home anywhere.
It's like skiing single. The base of the chairlifts. You yell single, said Steve Morales. Oh, okay, yeah. So when you have to, you go single, someone else goes single, and then you share a chairlift. It's simple. For whomever that was looking for a cabin mate, I found one by being here and in the Facebook cruise group. So join in, you might find someone you can cruise with. There you go. Yeah. Great information. Yeah. Thank you, Tess. Thank you. Bad gas roommate, LOLs, at night cruise. That could happen. Or you get with me, somebody who snores a lot.
Oh, my gosh.
And it can be a nightmare. T. Neal, what's up? Sorry I'm so late. I'll watch the rest later. That's okay. That is okay. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Christmas at sea is the best.
Yeah, I bet Christmas is really special too.
It is.
We went on a cruise in December last year, and not last December, but one before that. Mm-hmm. And everything was decorated for Christmas, and so I can only imagine how it would be if you were on the ship actually on Christmas Day.
Yes.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Daniel Phil says it seemed like on the Love Boat they just stuff people in the same cabin all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I think that was just TV stuff, Daniel. I mean, we can stuff people in a cabin together. That's not a big deal.
To film from.
They did. They just moved the decorations around a little bit. Christmas, love in the elevator after a drink at the Alchemy Bar. Sing it, Jamie, said John Spencer. Listen, if you want to hear me sing, you're going to have to cruise with me. That's how it works. Or watch any one of a number of videos where I'm singing. Tinder might work. Good idea, Kevin Brubaker. That's always a good thing. Dylan Seaman said hi, no farts. Good call. Gas happens, snore happens. There's always a clamshell on the Serenity. Oh, yeah, you're right, Tess. Yeah. You can just go up to an upper deck and grab a chair, and that'd be cool.
Yeah. It'd probably be kind of cool to sleep outside.
Amy Franzak said, I don't think I could share. I snore too loud. Swipe left or right on the Sharon and Sea page. There you go. I don't know if the Sharon and Sea connection portion of the Facebook group is up and running yet, isn't it?
What?
Never mind. I'm just joking.
Oh.
Sorry, babe. I'm booked on 3 group. John from the ship show is booked on 3 group cruises with SAST, including one that he's booked on that's not with us, but he is a part of, and he is hosting. So that's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be #off the chisel. Thank you, John, for reminding me of that. Caribbean Princess last year for Christmas and New Year, 14 days, said Michelangelo Giovanni. That must have been fan-frickin-tastic. Yeah. They make it snow in the atrium on Christmas Eve.
Oh, wow.
We make it rain up in the atrium. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Gonna do the group cruise one day. Let's see, what else? I cruised with you, Jamie, and I never heard you sing, said Ruth Todd. Ruth, you weren't paying enough attention. I was singing all over that ship. All over that ship. Or if you really want to hear me sing, you can go find the video where John and Tony and I sang for 2 hours. Those 3 videos are fantastic. And they're all over the internet. So, ship cabins are very small. You better really like your roommate. You're right about that, Lindy Lou. You are so right. Did you guys see Hawaii 5-0? Well, we didn't see Hawaii 5-0, but I saw a Hawaii 5-0 when I got pulled over and got a ticket in Hawaii. So thank you for that. I sure did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We talked about that last week.
We did. And we have some more. So there's a little more Hawaii coming. Just so you know, there's a lot of talk about cruising tonight for the first time in a long time. That's been kind of fantastic, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we talk about us not going on these cruises, but getting ready for some more in the future. So we're hoping to be involved in that.
Yeah, we're hoping to be on, even though September currently is our next cruise, but the group cruise on the Mardi Gras, we're hoping to be on one before that.
I hope so too. But there's still more Hawaii coming your way, and it's going to look a little bit like this. Well, while the coffee is percolating in the background, Sharon is being our own personal weather person, and she's sticking her head out the window, trying to evaluate what the morning's going to bring. Sharon, what are your thoughts?
I think it's going to bring little patchy clouds for a little while this morning, leading into light rain, leading into heavy rain, and then into flash flooding.
Wow. Okay, that sounds very professional. So does that mean we're leaving the room today, or are we going to venture out, or what? What's the plan?
Yes, we're going to venture out early. We've got to get out early and get things done we need to do before the flooding begins.
So are you saying we're hitting the North Shore?
We are hitting the North Shore.
There it is, folks. We're hitting the North Shore today. Let's do it.
We're going to give it a shot.
Well, it was dry for a little while, but the heavens have opened up, and I think our best bet right now is to head on back to Waikiki Beach. We do not want to get caught in any flooding out here, I'll tell you that right now.
So it literally started pouring here on us just as we got all of our rain jackets and we're all covered up. It's look at Jamie.
Okay, this is what we're into to find the Wicked High Cafe. Holy shnikes! Would you look at these lunatics? What are we doing? All the way from Arizona to come here to Giovanni's. Look at these ladies working hard. Can you say hi on my camera?
Hi!
Yeah. It's raining, and I have an umbrella, and I'm in freaking Hawaii. This is insane. I'm gonna get wet here. I'm waiting across the street because we're going to Uncle Bo's Poo Poo Bar and Grill, baby, and it's right over there, and we're gonna go there, and that's what we're doing. So, braving the rain, checking out Uncle Bo's. Oh my God!
All right, it's here.
Here's the view. There it is. That's the money shot right there. And there is your Hawaii teaser. There's plenty more Hawaii to be coming your way, so don't fret none. It'll be here soon enough. And I think the microphone's on, so you can hear us. Usually I turn it off and I forget to turn it back on again. So that's the deal. So that's what we got coming up. So Sharon, let's go. First off, guys, this is a great time of the day. If you're new here, we like to do something towards the end of the show where we say, what did you learn today? Did you learn anything from joining us here on the live stream? Anything about us, about travel, about your peers, about the people in the chat, anything like that? If you learned something, please share it. And also, if you've been hiding in the background, watching, and you haven't jumped out and said hi, come on out now and just say hi so we can say hi back to you before we get out of here tonight. Sharon, was there anything else on the agenda that we want to cover that we haven't covered?
I don't think so.
We talked about everything?
Yep. We really don't have that big of an agenda, but
All right.
we've had several people reach out to us and ask us if we were going on either the Royal or Celebrity cruises.
Mm-hmm.
So we just thought we would let everyone know that there's no plans at this time to go on either one of those cruises.
Let's see. Warm rain, this does not compute. Yes, the weather was crazy.
Yeah.
For sure. It was much more, like we've mentioned to a lot of people that it rained, and people are like, oh yeah, it always rains out there. We're like, no. This wasn't the always rain. This wasn't the daily,
this wasn't the
quick
30
little afternoon
minute
shower.
cloud that blows by.
This was flooding, landslide, parts of the
Flash
island
floods,
closed, flash flooding warnings, like twice a day our phone's going, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, it was totally crazy.
Yeah, they said people that live there said this hasn't happened in like 25 years. Since they've had a storm this bad.
Yes.
Blow through the
Annette
islands.
said for me not to feel bad. The only ticket that her husband ever got was in Hawaii. They look for the rental cars.
Oh, really?
Annette,
Yeah.
I totally know they do.
Yeah,
And that son of a gun, that guy went, I hadn't had a
He was
ticket in
parked
25 freaking years. I swear, I'm not joking around. It's been 25 years since I've had a ticket. And that guy couldn't even said, hey man, I see you've got a spotless record for 25 years.
Yeah,
I know you're
he was
just traveling
parked
here.
off to the side, and
error.
he probably knew that was a place that the stop sign gets missed because, like, I don't even remember seeing one either. And there's so many Jeeps out there that are rentals, so they probably just, like, every Jeep that stops there.
Daniel Field says, was it expected that the money shot was at the end of the video? Sometimes it works out that way, Daniel. You never know. You never know. Frank Nielsen Jr., what's going on? Thanks for that. I was supposed to go last September on the Spirit. You'll get there again. You'll get there again, Frank. Hey is here. What's going on? Love to see you. I just want to jump ahead and then come back. So give me a second here, and I will. Are you sure you went to Hawaii, not Seattle? Very good, Crazy Cat Traveler. You would think so, huh? Dylan Steven said there's a jinx in the house. Beautiful beach shots. Thank you, Tess Alman. Jamie, I read that already. Let's see. Hashtag money shot. Awesome. Wow. Was it? Oh, I'm repeating some of the things. Wow, I gotta move ahead a little bit. I learned that I need to get to Hawaii. Kevin Perez said that's good. I learned that stinky farting roommates are a no-go on a cruise. Good point, Dylan. Make sure that you know that's something you want to talk to somebody about before you decide to be their roommate. I learned don't show up late because you were eating Mexican food on the patio bar. Yes, you're right about that, Daniel. We will talk about you. Of course, a ticket. They love giving tickets to the guests at Annette Tallman. They must. Good day, folks. What's up, the Down Under Cruisers? Love to see you guys. Hope all is well down under. I learned about love in an elevator, said John Spencer. Love in an elevator. No, I'm not going to say. I told you I wouldn't sing. Trevor McGockler is here quietly, and now he just came in to give a little round of applause. I learned that there is a SAST Connections website coming soon to the Beach Life. It could. Swipe right. Just swipe right. I learned that the Tallmans are going on vacation for spring break. Very cool. Rhonda Carney's paying attention. Cruise karaoke. That's the video you want to go find, guys. Search cruise karaoke on YouTube, and then you'll find amazing video of John from the Ship Show singing his lungs out. The guy's fantastic. Better yet, if you want to hear him sing, just tune in Wednesday nights, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific to the Ship Show, and you can hear him sing. You'll see him dance. He juggles sometimes. He does shots of flaming liquor. It's unbelievable. Him and his partner York over there are fantastic. So go check that out. Joe Randall, lovely to see you. Thanks for being here. I learned Jamie wants a bidet on his next vacation. You're right about that, Jamie Wilhite. I definitely need a bidet.
He's spoiled now. You're spoiled.
I learned that Jamie doesn't want Daniel and Jose on the Zoom calls. I learned I wasn't picked for the Zoom. Maybe next month, said Neil Drucker.
Yeah.
Keep at it, guys. We're trying to do a total random type of deal. We get Matthew involved a little bit as well.
If things pick up and cruising and we start getting busy and things, maybe we'll do them a couple times a month and just try to get everyone in there, get everyone a turn.
I learned that I need to watch out for the fuzz in Hawaii. AJ's love for life. You're right. Chris Goose said, I learned that I will be on the next Zoom call. And I promise you this, Chris, Sharon is going to study her French and she will greet you totally in French for that call.
Don't count on that.
Come on. Mike A., thank you very much. We appreciate that. T. Neal said, I love Japan. I did a Japanese exchange. I can't wait to return this year. You made me think to return to Hawaii, then Japan. It's on the way. Fantastic.
Yeah, I would love to go to Japan.
Amy Franzek said, I learned Maui first, then Oahu. There you go. Someone else is paying attention. Excellent work. I learned the celebrity is going out of St. Martin, but I already have too many cruises booked. I learned Jamie thinks everyone in Florida is old to traveling on. It's a prerequisite, isn't it? Like AZ in August, there's rain, said Margie Butcher. This rain was way worse than that. I learned nautical nurse Nancy loves Cozumel. I learned that I missed out on Jamie singing on the panorama. I learned that Jamie likes water up the chute. Said Salman, thank you so much. Wanda Yanez, thank you for joining us and saying hi. Wanda liked the Hawaii clips. More Hawaii video coming this week, guys. This week.
Yeah.
Let's see. I learned I got trained for 7 p.m. AZ for the show. Yeah, totally, right? Yeah. It was 7 p.m. Arizona for so long, and now it's 6 p.m. Arizona. It totally messes us up, too. There's good and there's bad of it. Starting at 7 gives us an extra hour to be ready for the show. Then you can sneak in a dinner.
Yeah.
You can have a nap. You can do a lot of different things.
Yeah,
But when we
6
start at
sometimes-
6,
sometimes
then we're
there's
done by
overtime.
8 or before that instead of 9. So that's a benefit too. We can still do some stuff at night. So it's it's a give and take. It's a give and take. Yeah, let me just jump back a little bit. Let's see. I learned Jamie hasn't shorted out the what? The G5 for the bodega today. Hold on, I'm not sure what you mean, but if you're referencing the fact that last week our video, I don't know if that has to do with last week. Our
maybe,
computer freezing up at the
that's
end.
right,
That was
at the
crazy.
end, it did.
It sure did. Same room in June. That's what Dylan learned. Oh yeah, Sharon wants that same room.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was like just right in the middle. It was like really high up. Not all the way up, but it was just a few down, but it was just perfect in the middle.
Aspen said there may have been a supervisor or sergeant watching. You never know. There was a second person, a second police car pulled up.
Yeah.
So you never know.
I know. We're like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
I learned that.
Like, what have we done, Jamie?
I learned that Sharon's weather predictions were right on compared to my local TV weather expert. You're right about that. Cat Stable MDR. You guys are awesome. Fingers crossed for my July trip to go. Frank Nielsen, we hope it does go for you. We hope it does. I went to Boston years ago. Totally downpour there, but the day I left, it was warm and sunny at home. Boo. That'll happen. I learned that I won, but I can't collect my prize at Annette Tallman. I learned that the St. Martin cruises are going to be complicated. They will be, but listen, guys, we're just sharing the information.
Yeah,
if you want to go, really then go and have a good time.
It's not that complicated. It's just just make sure you have everything in order.
Yes.
You do your research and know all the things you need.
There's a lot of moving parts, and you have to be on point with the information. You don't want to get there and not have something that they need
Not be able to get on
your
the
vacation
ship.
going. That's right. So do your research. I learned it was a great Monday night with Jamie and Sharon. Thank you, Lindy Lou. You're so amazing. We love you. Thanks for being such a sweetie. Jamie, I want to mail you the Tushy portable bidet. Is that okay? Will it clear customs? Said Teague Neal. Send it over. They'll clear that thing. No problem. Is there an advantage to Playa del Carmen over Cancun? I got the Grand Moon Palace Reserve, where I can still back out and go to the Royal Haciendas. Truth, go enjoy the Grand Moon. That was a place that we were looking at going, and the Grand Moon Palace is probably, to be frank with you, I think you're probably going to experience a bump up.
Yeah.
We wanted to do something a little off the beaten path, so when we went with Royal Haciendas, but it's a flip of a coin, and you'll have an amazing time at the Grand Moon Palace.
The food may be a little bit better and more options at the Grand Moon Palace. But, yeah.
Tesselman learned they're saving the best for last on the Zoom call. So you're so right about that. Carrie Sugar Schmidt, hello. Love you both. You guys are always fun. Thank you, Carrie. We appreciate that.
Thanks, Carrie.
I learned that Jamie actually has good taste in button-up shirts. You just need to know his size for a strange reason. The size BJFB is extra husky. That's what I wear. Let's see. What else? We're almost at the bottom. We're almost there. Jamie and Sharon, always fun. Big thanks. I have a 15 euro. Thank you. I trust you, said Truth and Messiah. Thank you very much. That is a huge compliment. We appreciate you saying that. Joan Gillen's waving. What's up, Joan? That's my cousin's place, Giovanni's, said Michael Anta Giovanni. Very cool. I learned that
where's the other place we ate somewhere? Wasn't there a Giovanni somewhere we ate at one time too? It was Italian. It was like Italian restaurant.
I don't
on
remember.
Vacation.
I don't doubt you.
I just can't remember where.
You might have been drinking too much. I couldn't remember it. I learned that I continually enjoy Sharon and Jamie YouTube video because they're the ultimate professional experience when it comes to booking your next cruise and vacation experience. BJFB, thank you for the high praise, dude. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
The second car was a Canadian Mountie checking on how you catch the high speeders, said Teague Neal.
Yeah.
I'm late but found you guys. Lisa Marie, what's up? Your professional opinion. Do you think those of us who will not be getting a COVID vaccine will be allowed to cruise again this year?
I don't know. It depends on. It really depends on what they decide from the U.S. Right now, they haven't decided. Things may be different, sailing from the U.S. We'll just have to see. But I think down the road, over time, I don't know that it's going to be as big of a deal. But for the rest of this year, early next year, the negative test, maybe vaccines and things are going to be a little more important.
We shall see what happened. I learned you're magnificent and memorable, and I think only Sharon had a drink tonight. Teague, listen, I'm on fire. Well, I don't know. Some might say this is a little weak for me. But I enjoyed a little brewski. Thanks, Jamie. You're the one that's amazing. Love you both. Oh, Lindy Lou. What a sweetheart.
Aw.
Edna's World is here. What is up, Edna's World? Lovely to see you.
Hi,
Gloria
Edna's
Mutron
World.
said, love the videos. You should try Bahia, Principe, Tulum, and Riviera Maya. You would love it.
You know what? We looked when we were actually going to Playa del Carmen. When we actually thought about going to Tulum first, and that was the place we were looking into. But so when we go back there, we might go down to Tulum.
The Ship Show said the SAST live streams are the best live streams. #info for days. Well, that's so kind of you.
Thanks, John. But yours are a lot of fun, and
That's
enjoy
right.
yours.
That is right. By the way, John, can we get the code now so we get a head start on the next round? No? Okay, we'll talk about that later. I learned that Jamie hasn't gotten to the food trucks yet. Michael, you're right. I got to one. I got to one food truck. The funniest thing was I had to eat the food. I don't want to tell you too much. I had to eat it in the car. And Sharon's least favorite food is most of the seafood that I eat. And it's funny, her kind of having to suck it up and get the fragrance. And the car smelled like that for a couple of hours.
It did.
I'll let you know.
Actually, it smelled like that the next morning when we got
It did.
in.
And since it was raining, it's a little muggy. So there's moisture in the car. And then we couldn't have the windows open because it's raining. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We'll eat at some more food trucks when we go back.
That is correct. All right. I learned that I like watching you more than the buffering circle. Hoping you're both okay, said John Spencer. Thank you very much. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to wrap it up from all of us here at Sharon and Jamie. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for joining us tonight. We really, really appreciate it. We know there's a lot going on in the world, and we know that when cruising comes around again, more folks to get back into cruising and following the cruise vloggers and all that. But you guys stick around, and we love that about you. And we thank you sincerely for the support and the love. And keep an eye out for some more videos coming up in the next 2 to 3 days. I got 2 days off in a row this week. I could put together 2 or 3. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe some action. We covered all the bases. Thank you, John, for pointing that out. And Sharon, is there anything else you'd like to say to the piece before we get the heck out of here?
Just enjoy your week, guys. And if you're gonna go on that one of those cruises, book it early. Be ready to book it as soon as they release it, because I think they're gonna sell it pretty quickly.
You should tell them to.
You can contact me to book it as well.
You should give me your email. Give me your email.
Okay.
It's a good time.
sharonatsea@gmail.com. Royal is releasing theirs on the 24th to book, and Celebrity the morning of the 25th at 9 a.m. So,
9 a.m. Eastern or Pacific?
Eastern. Good night, everyone.
All right, guys. Good night. Have a great night. We love you. Thanks for being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Have
We'll
a
see
great
you next
week.
Monday.
Peace out.